fellow citizens, today is an important day, a historic day, one penned in the history of the birth of our nation, Zimbabwe, by the sacrifices and the toil of many men, women, and children who paid the ultimate price to liberate this great nation. To our revered uniformed forces, remember this very important message. The Defense Forces, you are a citizen's force. To all our men and women in uniform of all ranks, top to bottom, we love and honor you all. I salute you, our dedicated men and women in uniform, on this very auspicious occasion and special day, the day to celebrate your great efforts, your unstinting and unrelenting commitment to our country as our defense forces. Indeed, I salute and duly acknowledge the unstinting and committed service that you, our patriotic security services, continue to render to our beautiful and beloved country, Zimbabwe, even under difficult and extremely difficult circumstances and challenges. You as our soldiers, just like the police service and prison service and the intelligence services, you are badges of patriotism, symbols of the state, and an embodiment of our collective will as a people. The security forces are and you are above the party politics. You stand for country and not the party, except in rare moments when partisan politics talks twice. The esteemed Defense Forces establishment, I, with pride and honor, salute our men and women in uniform for their versatility and adeptness in defending national and regional security. I really love and I am moved in most cases by the peace in song by the Defense Forces when they sing, "We love Zimbabwe and all is well, stand up Zimbabwe." Tinoda Zimbabwe neupfumi wayo wose, vana mai nana baba ndimo mavari, simuka Zimbabwe. Sifuna iZimbabwe lenonto yonke. Obaba labo mama, yini abanikazi, bomunondo belizwe. Phakama Zimbabwe, phakama. As a nation, we fought a just war of liberation, and the dedication, sacrifice, and patriotism of the sons and daughters of this land deserve our veneration, esteem, respect, and utmost consideration. We are a liberation nation, a freedom nation, a warrior nation, and a God-fearing nation. No country in the world has prospered and will ever prosper without a strong, disciplined, progressive, well-resourced, well-paid, well-fed, and patriotic uniformed force behind it. Even prior to our independence, the African states depended largely upon the strong military support. There are many examples in Africa and even beyond, in Zimbabwe in particular, the Mtapa state, the Rhodes dynasty, the Zulu state, the Ndebele state, and the Mandinka Empire in West Africa, under Mansa Sundiata Keita, who founded that empire, just to mention but a few. Whereas the courts are the guardians and guarantors of justice and the rule of law, our security forces are the guarantors of our sovereignty, independence, territorial integrity, citizens' dignity, freedoms, and citizens' liberty. As our security forces, you are the protectors and defenders of our collective security and safety. As the uniformed forces in our country, you are the protectors of our resources, the protectors of our heritage, of our independence, the protectors of citizens, the protectors of all people in their diversity, and indeed the protectors of our sovereignty and dignity as a people. We acknowledge and cherish this very important and vital role that you have played and continue to play. You do this for the benefit of your beloved country and not for the benefit of a political leader or individual politicians. Politicians come and go. Leaders serve and leave. But you are the permanent citizen institution, a permanent citizen institution that stays permanently. You are our patriots, and patriotism is non-partisan. As citizens coalesce for change, we affirm our respect and honor to you, our national pride. We salute you as one of our national institutions, a people's institution, a citizen institution. And as a patriotic group or battalion of men and women, you have volunteered to play a patriotic role in national identity, growth, and self-determination. We are aware of your challenges, your circumstance and predicament in resources, livelihoods, and welfare. Nonetheless, as the citizens coalesce for change throughout the country, from the length and breadth of our country in all the four corners, we commit to you that we will respect you and honor you for volunteering to save us. We will honor and respect you by shaming and condemning those who seek to undermine the great you have been for our great country. We will honor and respect you for advocating and providing decent wages, as it is important that your living conditions are commensurate with your vital role that you continue to play and the key national responsibilities you bear. Above all, we advocate that you have a fair share of resources, decent housing, and even title deeds. There is no liberation without dignity. There is no independence without a decent roof above your head. We will honor and respect you by condemning the unnecessary, unwarranted, and unmerited purging and discrimination on tribal or patronage basis at the expense of merit and service. Most importantly, at an individual level, you are part and parcel of the citizens. You are eminent citizens, as well as important and vital citizens. As we coalesce for this historic change, we do so with you as citizens at the center, and together with your grandfathers, grandmothers, fathers, mothers, children, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, and all the relatives scattered around the country. It's our affair as families. It's our affair as communities. It's our affair as a nation together. We do so, above all, with you as protectors and guarantors of the citizens' freedoms. Right to free speech, right to freedom of association, including political association. No one should ever be imprisoned or persecuted for holding a different political viewpoint or for telling truth to power. On that, I call for the cessation of hostilities and an immediate end to all persecution of political opponents and a release immediately of all those who are victims of political persecution. We promise and commit that we will work well with you for the transformation, betterment, and development for a great country as we build this great nation. The citizen government, I can assure you, will be a patriotic government, a people's government, and a government for the citizens, to protect their rights and not threaten them, to preserve the dignity of the citizens and not undermine the same. The citizens' government will not only push for a robust, accelerated economic development program, but will also invest in the security of our great nation. And you are at the center of that. Rest assured, the future government, the new government, and incoming citizen government will not go back on the values and ideals of our liberation struggle, for which you and many others, our veterans, sacrificed. Values of right to land, self-determination, to vote, the right to mineral wealth, and of course land, especially with the title deeds. As the citizens' government, with all we have done and seen, we will stand shoulder to shoulder with our heroes in the service of this great nation, and rest assured that there is no reversal to land acquisition. Our citizens' army must and shall be the strongest, well-resourced army in the region and beyond. Every Zimbabwean must feel protected and be assured to be defended. We will put money and invest in our security to make sure that the citizens' security is guaranteed. I salute you all, and I salute the people of Zimbabwe who gave their children, their brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, uncles and aunts to liberate and protect this great nation. Let us build it, work together for a better and prosperous great Zimbabwe. God bless our defense forces. God bless our security forces. I thank you. Be blessed.